Now, moving ahead, embarking on a scholarly journey into the heart of this monograph embodies our understanding by delving into the depths of its origin, evolution, and contemporary implications. This monograph is authored by Professor Robin Nima and Professor Akash Devnar on new venture planning, which is specially designed according to the syllabus of MP Higher Education under MP. Global Business Research and Practice, USA, and Professor Skyline University, UAE. Dr. Gaur Ahmed has been working over 25 years in various academic, social, and business settings and consulting through North America, South Asia, and Middle East. His teaching and research are focused on international business, emerging markets, innovation, entrepreneurship, leadership, business excellence. I request Dr. Gaur Ahmed Sir from Skyline University to kindly grace us through online mode.
Wait.
Love and gratitude from entire Vishisht family. Thank you so much, sir. Now
Yes, I've been searching for the word to say thank you, but this is dedicated to my family, most especially my first daughter, Hajara Umar. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
And helping this conference blossom into memorable experience. It's been my honor and pleasure to be part of this remarkable gathering. I, Professor Robin Nima, on behalf of Vishisht Institute of Professional Studies and Research, I feel honored and privileged to get the opportunity to propose vote of thanks on this 10th International Conference on Transformative Innovation and Sustainable Business Practices in a Multipolar Socioeconomic World. I would like to thank all the honorable delegates who have blessed us with their presence. First of all, I would like to thank our guest of honor and keynote speaker, Dr. Satish Ji Chetty sir. Then I would like to thank Mr. Umar Abdul Suleiman sir. Then I would like to thank Dr. Nili Ferdinand ma'am. I would also like to thank our conference patron, Dr. Naveen Yograj. I would also like to thank Dr. Esamana Sibal, conference chair and convener. Your continuous guidance has forced us to come up to this particular moment. I thank you all from bottom of my heart. Last but not the least, I would like to thank all the delegates for gracing us with your presence from around the globe and from around the industries. An important announcement, we will be starting our pre-lunch technical sessions. First technical session will be at NB101. Technical session number 2 will be at courtroom on ground floor. And technical session 3 will be at computer lab at third floor. Thank you. Thank you.
Time is already predefined at 12:30. We will be starting very soon. So before sum up this first inaugural session, I would request all the organizing committee staff members to kindly come on stage for our group photograph. We will see you soon again in our technical sessions.
Yes, सब लोग सामने, yes. हो गया सर?
अगले साल तो बच्चे नहीं गिराना भैया
Yes, of course.
Sustainable business practice in multipolar socio-economic world. In a multipolar economic world, where power and influence are distributed among multiple major players, the intersection of transformative innovation and sustainable business practice have significant changes to existing process, products, or service. Often driven by advancement between transformative innovation and sustainable practice lies in the potential to create innovative social inequality. Companies that embrace this approach are better positioned to adapt to the complexities in a multipolar world, aims to bring together eminent academicians, research and scholars to share their research experience. With this, I would like to formally welcome our esteemed guest. For this technical session, we have with us retired Lieutenant Colonel Kunal Soni Sir, GSFC University, Vadodara. For us, guests are equivalent to God. So, following the tradition, Kumar Gautam Sir.
Sorry, yes. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Immediately after premature retirement, he switched over to his second career in academia and has been involving in teaching at different institutes, Gujarat Forensic Science University, Gandhinagar. While in service, he wrote 56 papers on national and international journals. He is also an active member of organizations and NGOs, hence President Parivar, ex-General Secretary and CPO, ex-Vice President MPCG and Rajasthan, ex-President Society for Mentally Retired Indore. He has also participated in 2 international meets by UNO. Dr. Gautam Sir has received various state and national level awards such as Chief Minister Award in 1999, Best Social Worker Award by Governor of Madhya Pradesh in 2003, NGO National Award in 2013, Vishisht Seva Samman in 2015 for his outstanding contribution in social service. We also have with us Dr. Kunal Soni Sir. Dr. Kunal Soni Sir is an Associate Professor of Finance and Accounting at School of Management, GSFC University, Vadodara. He is having 25 publications in various reputable journals like Scopus, ABDC, UGC Care, Web of Science, etc., including a patent in Government of India under the Intellectual Property Rights Act 1970, organized by different academic institutions sponsored by UGC and AICTE. He was management, Parul University, Vadodara. He has been invited 45 times on the various topics for research, data analytics, tools and techniques using SPSS.
And the pandemic COVID-19 has moved the online shopping to a colossal heights. and the retail garment stores proved to be very vulnerable in providing the garments at cheaper prices compared to online platforms. And that is the main reason I have chose this. So the introduction is the concept of online shopping has immensely impacted the buying behavior, and the retail shops have been affected to the next level and diversely affected by the online shopping platforms.
The system in this particular area is good or bad, 0 and 1 binary. Okay. So parents' point of view is a latent variable. It cannot be measured in numbers. We try to find out this variable. Okay, parents' income, they are qualified teachers. Second, their ability to teach. There are so many teachers who are very qualified, but they are not able to convey the message the child want to get it. Incentives. So there are so many variables which are observed in order to find this latent variable, and there are some observed variables. Yeah, ये पहले है थोड़ा. Structural equation modeling फिट की हम लोगों ने, and we found that 3 model, third model gives final overlook. So these 4 parameters, I think they are very important for statistics. So, thank you. Because इसको solid term is zero
educational outcome instead of educational health, because that is the standard terminology.
Okay.
Instead of health, better say educational outcome, because under the sustainable development,
I will take care of it.
Criteria to choose this particular item.
like what is the acceptance level, like you are saying.
0.05.
Okay, next please. Is she ready? Otherwise,
Santu Nirmaya, may all be happy. Respected chairperson and my dear fellow participants, I Simran Yadav, PhD chairperson,
With due permission of chair.
Professor of Sachi University, Dr. Dhaman Kumar Mehta sir, Director Professor of Vikram University, and Dr. Rashmi. And the content.
Introduction is the many types of social responsibility you have. You can promote, you can contribute your to encourage other people as well. So first one is the environmental responsibility. Very simple, environment से ही आपको समझ में आ रहा है कि we can connect to the environment part. So it is the reducing the use of globalization, global warming बहुत ज़्यादा अभी ट्रेंड में है. POSH करके एक ट्रेनिंग चलाया जा रहा है. POSH ethically, unethically. So you need to promote ethically, your company need to promote ethically. How? So ये जो ट्रेनिंग है हमारे लिए मैंडेटरी किया गया है. Why? Because हर जगह पे अगर आपको कहीं भी कुछ भी डाउट्स हो रहा है, लग रहा है कि you are exploited, there is a particular committee is pan India in our company. Or last one, philanthropic responsibility. So business can practice social responsibility by donating money, product, service to social team. So what is Tally Together team? I am just coming to that one. Tally Together team is group, Tally Solution Private Limited is a group of companies and associates, and it has been approved by the board of directors in its meeting on 5th November 2014. And at Bengaluru, because the head office of Tally है, उसमें हमारे 8 से 10 team members हैं, and all those 8 to 10 team members, what they are doing, they have been doing to promoting all these kind of activities कि आप किस तरह से manage कर रहे हो, what is your contribution. Okay, so I am representing my Tally of many activities as of now. The best part of this is the 5 days paid leave they are giving. What you are doing, what is your contribution, accept the part of the salary and all those things.
Mutual funds, national pension scheme, etc. Now, also one investment strategy does not fit all. It varies according to the needs of different people. They have long favored the endowment plans rather than the modern investment options that are available in the market like mutual funds, because they find the mutual funds more risky and so from this we can say that a very crucial question also arises, that whether these traditional options which we as in comparison to modern investment options are not. And in this research I have tried to find out the answer to that question, which investment options provide us better policy has been calculated using the LIC premium calculator that is available on the official website of LIC. and the compounded annual growth rate has been used of 5 years, that is from 2017 to 2021, of top 20 equity mutual funds. And also in the term insurance policy, which has average future value of annuity. Now, for the analysis of this study, as I have taken this policy slide, I have the presentation. Here also in each portfolio, 3 different scenarios. The scenario 1, average rate has been used. In scenario 2, rate has been taken. Moving on, the portfolio 2, it comprises of, it is mentioned in this slide. Now here are comparative scenarios in comparison to portfolio 1 and 3. Is it visible now?
Yes, not visible. Now can you
Is more in all different 3 scenarios, and in portfolio 1 and 3 there is not much deviation, because in fixed deposits the rate is basically same. Also, 3 different scenarios were considered to calculate the returns on average rate, lowest rate and highest rate, and it was observed that even in the lowest rate the return in mutual funds was seen to be more. Highest return is generated from portfolio 2, that is investment in mutual funds, and the return on endowment policy is quite less in comparison to return on mutual funds. And with this, with the help of this study, I would like to believe that an investor in mutual funds, an investor should invest in mutual funds as the returns generated here are more, and the same amount is invested in different.
I believe so after 10 years I can see some of you sitting over here. Today is the 10th session where sir says that his ETC is 10 out of 10. So the 20th you may be sharing sir with somebody else over sitting over here in front of you. No, right sir, they don't have the habit of writing. Lecture में भी लोग notes नहीं पढ़ते आजकल. Artificial intelligence. That will help them out in passing their examinations also. Projects, I go as an external observer, referee, you know sir. I come across many such things where artificial intelligence very nicely. Wikipedia, artificial intelligences, and people think that teacher को तो पता नहीं चलेगा ना. It happens. Sail out कर दिया है. Fine. So we have to be that. You know, concentration is one thing. You know, a lovely crowd. You know, sitting very quiet, very young crowd. I appreciate you all also. You know, good thing. Coming to the papers again, I will be getting some curses. You know, I have read so much. But really, beta, I appreciate you being an undergraduate student presenting a paper. It's a different thing.
So you adopt that culture and make your career in a very bright manner. So that is what the best luck from our side. Thank you.
सर इस साइड यस
कैमरा लड़के देखो यंग बॉय शादी करनी होगी तो वही तो बता रहा हूँ शादी करनी
वेट
Now I would request Dr. Rajesh Jain to please be ready for the presentation.
क्या से राजेश जी नहीं उसके बाद
papers.
Capitalists exiting the firms post IPO, and this is the major drawback of the new age tech companies. The major of the company's value is being drawn down because of the exit of the venture capitalist and the private equity. So the objective purpose of the of my study is, next please. These venture capitalists mostly focus on the companies who are growth oriented, and when the growth is minimalized or when the growth has been maximized, these companies or these venture capitalists or the private equity think of this route. And the objective of my study after their exit post IPO. Then literature review. After literature review, the statement of hypothesis has been formed. The null hypothesis and
literature review.
Okay, sir.
With the presentation, I would like to call Mr. Vikas Suryavanshi for the presentation. Sir, please.
Good afternoon to all. Of microcredit in enhancing women's financial inclusion in Indore district. So, if I talk about microfinance, what is microfinance? Microfinance is like providing में उन्हें पैसा मिल पाए. So, microfinance is a branch. इसका sub branch है microcredit. So, I am going to discuss on microcredit. इसमें poor peoples, especially. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please focus on your paper. Yes, sir. Did more than 30 literature reviews. And my research objectives of the studies are the social, economic and cultural factor influencing the effectiveness of microcredit in the study area of Indore district. And the third one is the access the long-term impact context of Indore district. So the research methodology. Qualitative and quantitative data was collected. In quantitative, 120 respondents were questioned.
To make my presentation, so you can get idea in this. On the topic which I had just wanted to tell you in just one line, that is a skill gap is like a gap between the expectation of the organization and the current knowledge and skill of their current employees. So on the basis of that, we tried to find out that if there is a skill gap in single factor analog and regression tools, as it is a huge biasness of respondents, some time constraint was there.
Art of life. A very warm good evening to esteemed guests, speakers, students and all other intellectuals. I, Assistant Professor Akash Devnath, stand before you with a heart filled with gratitude, Lieutenant Colonel Dr. V.K. Gautam sir with us for this evening. And for us, guests are equivalent to God. We Indians are known for our hospitality across the globe. Being an Indian, it is the part of our code of conduct. So, taking forward the tradition and idea of Atithi Devo Bhava, I would like to call Professor Priyanshi Dubey ma'am to present sapling to our guest of honor, Dr. Mohammad Salim Khan. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
under Salim sir. So I'm really fortunate that two of my mentors are here gracing this occasion. 5 semesters हो गए हैं, hopefully 6 भी हो जाएगा. जहाँ भी मौका मिलता है, I poster about it because 20 years and, or 15 years after completing my last degree, all of a sudden in the lockdown, I just decided to jump the gun and enroll myself for an LLB program. It has been a very enriching and a learning experience. My wife will not agree, she's sitting somewhere at the back end, और हमारा पर्सनल स्पेस और पर्सनल टाइम काफ़ी सारा एट स्टेक रहता है बिकॉज ऑफ जब भी एग्ज़ाम्स आते हैं फिजिकली जाना पड़ता है वडोदरा एग्ज़ाम्स देने एंड इट इज़ अ वेरी ट्रॉमेटिक एक्सपीरियंस. आप एक कॉलेज ओनर से एक स्टूडेंट बन के जाते हो. सलीम सर बहुत स्ट्रिक्ट हैं, कलर ड्रेस बिल्कुल पहनने नहीं देते, यूनिफॉर्म में बुलाते हैं. बट ओवरऑल इट इज़ आई वुड से I've always believed that learning should not stop, and I can say that I have been able to personify it. मैं एक example बना हूँ and would want to continue the journey of my law program. So to Salim sir, I could not expressively express my gratitude because end moment पे today he was supposed to be in Delhi, but he altered the program for me on my request. So sir, thank you so much sir for traveling all the way. And I hope you liked what you've seen here, and next time you can have your bookings in advance. Thank you so much sir, and I welcome all of you. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you so much sir. Now I would like to invite some of the distinguished delegates to join us on the stage and share their unique perspectives and experiences from the conference. These individuals have contributed significantly to the discussion and have invaluable insights to offer. Now, I would like to call Dr. Naveen Kumar Mehta sir to please come on the stage and share your experience with us.
Well, it is well said. If winter comes, can spring be far behind? So, I think the winter has already come. Spring has already come, I think, along with the winter, it seems to me. Not to me, I think whosoever present here, they might be having the same feelings or expressions. And I'm expressing on behalf of all of them. So it's my pleasure to be here and to share the days with Professor Salim. It was a rarest of rare experience. And to be very honest, the people here, they are always very, very cordial. And I think in morning, even inaugural session, the foreign means our dignitaries, they also talked about Indian hospitality, togetherness, and the warm welcome that we have, the rich tradition we have. So I think this legacy is being carried by people of the Vishisht Institute of Management, and I think the credit goes to their team, especially to their leader, Naveen Yogiraj ji, Dr. Naveen Yogiraj ji, and Professor Anas Iqbal ji, who is leading from front. And if I say they are not leading, they are also collaborating, they are also contributing. And I saw in the noon when we had lunch, and Dr. Naveen ji and Professor Anas Iqbal ji, they were just like us. Nothing special they are taking. So this shows that they are people from the ground and they are really maintaining the last 10 years, a decade or so, and it's very difficult. Even in the morning, fatherly like figure we have in management, Doyen of our management, Professor V.K. Gautam ji is also saying the same expressions. That to organize a conference continuously for 10 years, it is not a joke. It's not a child's play. So definitely it takes lots of toil, labor, hard work, and homework also. So credit goes to the organizing committee, the people who are behind the curtain, and I think the next year also they will. I hope that every year they announce from the conference of the next year. So they will be announcing, and we are eagerly waiting for that announcement too. So again, from bottom of my heart to each and everyone, thank you very much, and I hope that we will come again, because Robert Frost, a great American poet, even during the interview I also told, a home is a place where you would like to come again and again. So this is a home where you would like to come again and again. Thank you very much, Vande Mataram.
by your words. Now, I would like to call Dr. Dhaval Pandya sir to please come on the stage and share your experience with us.
Great opportunity to always be here. Let me tell you one thing. I'm coming from distance education. It's an open university. So we do not have such a facility to take classes, face-to-face classes. We do have our lectures in studio as well, but face-to-face it's a rare thing. यहाँ पर जब मैंने देखा कि BA और BCom के स्टूडेंट्स इतने अच्छे पेपर्स प्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं, तो मुझे लगता है कि सर एक नेक्स्ट टाइम एक टॉपिक इसमें ऐड करना चाहिए कि क्यों इधर सबको आने की इच्छा हो रही है. Why people wants to associate with you? ये हमारे BA BCom के स्टूडेंट के लिए भी है कि आप ऐसा कुछ रिसर्च करिए. बहुत सारा मैंने कुछ कह दिया है. थैंक यू सो मच.
Thank you so much, sir. It is our privilege to call Dr. Kunal Soni to please come on the stage and share your experience with us.
So first of all, it was wonderful experience for me to associate with Vishisht School of Management since last 3 years. Earlier I was, I was here as a part of, paper presenter. And today I have joined as a session expert. And believe me, the experience that I have it with Colonel V.K. Gautam sir, the students, the quality of paper that we have gone through it was really commendable. People are coming out with, very innovative idea, and they are really fulfilling the theme of the today's 10th International Conference, that is Transformative, Innovative and Sustainable Business Idea, right? It was coming out from all the areas, whether it is management, business, finance, corporate governance, and we had a huge discussion during our panel also on the corporate governance also. And, the hospitalities and, the treatment that we are receiving from the Vishisht School of Management is always, it's a home feeling for all of us. And ideally thanks to Naveen Naran sir, Iqbal sir, and Ranjana madam, Robin sir, and all these faculty members, students, even students I have seen, they are working like a faculties. That is commendable things that I have noticed in this particular conference. And I'm going in various conferences in Gujarat also. Sometimes I used to, going with the online, being a guest. But here I always prefer to come as a physical, whether it is empty also, but I don't mind to come here. Because the feelings inner feelings that has been come out from the Vishisht School of Management is always tremendous. And thanks for inviting me, and heartily congratulate for the big success of 10th conference. Thank you.
Come on the stage and please share your experience.
I come from a traditional university setup, and it is a central government university. So I really find it very interesting, enthusiastic to see the students here participating in the event. And I'm really happy with the way you conduct the event, and I was fortunate to know that since 2012 you are conducting this in a continuous row. I am part of this for the second time. So I really appreciate the effort which you put into organizing the event, and particularly choosing the topics and devoting your time to get a publication as an outcome of the conference. So I really, from my core of the heart, I wish you all the best for your all future academic endeavors, and thanks for giving the opportunity.
Experiences from this conference, your contribution undoubtedly enhance our comprehension of this conference. Moving ahead, before we reveal the monograph itself, let us take a moment to understand the context in which the book was born. Self-management involves individuals' ability to regulate emotions, behavior, and thoughts effectively. Its significance lies in fostering autonomy, productivity, and resilience By enhancing self-awareness and goal setting, it cultivates adaptability in achieving personal and professional success. This monograph by Lieutenant Colonel Dr. V.K. Gautam sir, Ms. Meenakshi Trivedi and Dr. Chatwal is an attempt to introduce concepts, natures and process of self-management. Now it is time to unveil the monograph titled Self-Management. With immense pleasure, I would like to request Dr. V.K. Gautam sir to please initiate the unveiling of the monograph. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause for this remarkable achievement and show our gratitude to them whose tireless dedication and rigorous scholarship have brought us to this point. University, Vadodara, Gujarat. He has done his LLM, MBA and PhD from different reputed national and international institutions. He has a corporate experience of 16 years, worked with companies like Specialty Group of Restaurant, Reliance Capital Services, Reliance Money Infrastructure Limited, etc. Founding in charge principal of KLE College of Law, Navi Mumbai, and he has also received awards like International Students Debating Association Championship held at Miami, USA in the year 2000. Best Professor Award 2019, World Peace Excellence Award 2018. He has also participated in more than 200 national and international seminar, conferences and webinars. Written 19 research papers which has been published in national and international journal and has also contributed 6 chapters in various edited books. His name is also recorded in India's Books of Record, Asia's Books of Record, and World's Books of Record. He has also been invited by Tanzanian government to frame the arbitration law for the state of Tanzania. Now, I request Dr. Mohammad Salim Khan to please come to the dais and address the gathering.
Lovely and beautiful students sitting in front of me. I can understand, after the session, day-long session, a very mighty and healthy food, and waiting for the tea to be served after this, it becomes something very hectic for the students. Okay? Will not take much of your time. We are here on the topic of sustainable development. The theme of the conference itself, or the conference itself, is an example of this sustainability. Sustaining for the last 10 years. And will sustain for a number of years in future. Best of luck from my side, sir. I can proudly say that one of my students is an example of sustainable living, I can say. Fine, so with that, when we talk about sustainability, what comes to our mind? Or from where to start this sustainability? That is the biggest question everybody has. Everybody talks about the dictionary meaning, everybody talks about the books and the literature that have been written. But शुरुआत कहाँ से करेंगे भाई? Where to start from? So for me, sustainability have to have first 2 basic things. Number 1, sustainability of myself. Today if I come as a student in this university, in this institute, where do I start from? Day 1, what was I? And the 3rd year when I come out of the institute, where am I? Naveen sir, I have an advice for you. Generally in all the institutes, what we do, we have an induction program for the students. The last day of this induction program have to be a CV making by each and every student. And then in the 3rd year, we have a farewell session. Again, that will be a CV making, it will conclude with a CV making session. Let the student himself and herself analyze his or her own journey for the 3 years. That will be the sustainable development of that particular student. He will judge himself, 3 साल पहले मैं कहाँ था, 3 साल बाद मैं कहाँ हूँ. Where was I 3 years before when I came into this institute? When I am going out of this institute, what am I taking along with me? Next, the same thing applies even to our teachers. That should happen with the teachers also. The day they came in, again, I am a bit selfish over here. When we go for rankings, at that time, sir, we struggle a lot. The institute many a time doesn't know what the teachers have achieved. Their publication, their research work, where they were called as guests and everything. Have a systematic thing done over there. So that when you go for ranking of various things, you have the data readily available with you. You don't have to chase behind the teachers or the students or anybody else. Then, let's talk about sustainability of the group as such. Now, what is the sustainability of the group? When I say sustainability of the group, I am referring, let us again further divide these students into the various class or the various divisions, whatever pattern we accept. And have a teacher who will be a mentor for them. And that teacher will gauge year-on-year sustainability or the year-on-year development. Right? Mentorship programs, what the NEP talks about. Let the students have mentors. Now again, how many mentors should be there under one teacher? That is always an issue. Policy says something, we do something, but let us be judicious and do something in that regard also. Again, there are many big things in sustainability. When we come out of the world, how does it happen? During the lunchtime, I was discussing with Mr. Ravi. There were some plastic bottles that were kept, right? You have made something. So I asked him one thing, what will happen to this particular structure after the event? Have we thought about sustainability over there? How that can be used? I have made a proposal, the students have very beautifully designed that. Okay, they have put the trash into the bottles, then they have chained it with a string and they have kept it, right? That can be used by many ways. Some ideas I have given already to Naveen sir. He can explore that. These are all things which can be used as publicity. Do we do that? We Indian Institute lack in publicity. Our websites are not updated. You see the websites of foreign universities, foreign institutes. It's updated every 3 days. I come from a very big institute called Parul University. My Dean of Law Faculty has resigned 6 months back. The website is still showing that same lady as the Dean of my institute. I'm sorry to use this word. And we talk big things in big conferences. The reality is a different thing. Let's teach the students reality, what exactly is it. I encourage students to do research. But how much I contribute to that research along with the student? I prepare a student to do a research, present a paper, and when that student comes out from that institute after presenting that paper, I don't bother to even ask him what happened, what were the remarks. Because I feel I am a great scholar and whatever my student has done with me, my things, it's good. And when the student comes and he criticizes that these things were the things which were criticized, I say that, oh, that fellow doesn't know anything. Okay, what you have done is right. So that also happened. These are the parameters which hinder sustainability. Please remember this. Image building is another thing. And that is very much required. Now that this image building I am talking about individually for a student. How many of you students have met these people sitting in this first row? Can you raise your hand? How many of you? How many? I can see only 3-4 hands. Why others have not met them? During the lunch break or during any other break or during the time when they were seen separate, I could see students roaming around and going there. Boss, you are management students, start building your reputation. networking is one of the best things for sustainability, and we lack in networking. With all due respect to my teachers, please ask the student to do networking. Wherever you go, network with the people. Create your own identity. Brands are to be created. What are startups? You are creating something, creating a brand. Just see the list of the startups. Many of the startups are done by the students. They are creating their identity. Today everybody wants to do something to create your identity. I was talking with Mishra sir. He said that when I go in a class and I ask the students, how many of you want to work? 1 or 2 hands. How many want to be entrepreneur? Everybody's hands are up. So yes, he has a very valid question over there also. Then who will work for this entrepreneur? If everybody will become an entrepreneur, who will work for him? Is the answer in AI? Is the answer in robotics? If that, then somebody has to work out for developing that also. We were discussing something on ChatGPT also. 3.5 version and 4 version. इसमें ये दिखता है उसके बाद नहीं. ChatGPT भी it is a useless tool, I will say, in certain cases, where it says I was born on this particular date. After this date, I don't know what happened. I am not updated. Even ChatGPT says that. I attended a conference of the bankers where they were opposing this ChatGPT and artificial intelligences. And they said that because of that we are losing our jobs. And fortunately I had an opportunity to speak in that conference. I said to them one thing, yes, I remember in the year 1994, 93, 94 also there were such conferences going on between the bankers when computerization was introduced into the banks. So they said that the accountants will lose their job. The clerks will lose their job. What happened? No, none of them lost their jobs. There were n number of banks who came, n number of vacancies that came into. So instead of saying negative about something, find out positive of that. Right? So life is very short and very healthy. Think the best of it. Avoid negativity. That's what I can say. Thank you, everyone.
Our respected Colonel Sahab Dr. V.K. Gautam ji, Dynamic Director, Urja Punj, Dr. Anas Iqbal ji, friends from Russia, Nigeria, other countries, professors, faculty members, young scholars and participants. जितने एहसास मेरे अंदर आपके लिए हैं, जितने एहसास मेरे अंदर आपके लिए हैं, उतने तो शब्द भी नहीं होते किताबों में. Lot of feelings and gratitude were expressed by my co-speakers about their pre-conference, during conference stay. Really, this conference in its 10th edition has become a hallmark of hospitality, of warmth, affection, love. And all these things are taught in the classes of management schools. Every word, every single word of the conference theme is a fitting tribute. Where my co-speaker, Dr. Salim Khan, just concluded about the word negativity, that there should be no space for negativity, I would continue just with one word, because Dr. Iqbal sir is indicating me that as soon as I wind up, the certificate distribution needs to be taken place, that negativity only can be minimized or done away by the word creativity. And that is the hidden word in each word of the conference theme. Creativity leads to transformation, creativity leads to innovation, and ultimately it would have the element of sustainability and what we have seen in the 10th edition. Itself, it is an evidence that if the leadership, if the management, the students and faculty has got the guts and the high level of conviction, they can sustain, and not only sustain with the creativity with success. I will not take much time. अब क्या मांगू खुदा से? अब क्या मांगू खुदा से? तुझे मिलने के बाद मुझे लगता है मेरी हर दुआ कबूल हो गई. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. I'm very fortunate to welcome our next guest speaker of the session, Lieutenant Colonel Dr. V.K. Gautam sir. Retired Lieutenant Dr. V.K. Gautam sir has devoted his 25 years of service to Indian Army. Immediately after premature retirement, he switched over his second career in academia. He has been involving in teaching at different institutions at Indore and IGNOU. Presently, he is a visiting professor at Gujarat Forensic Science University, Gandhinagar. While in service, he has wrote 56 papers on national and international journals. He is also an active member of various organizations and NGOs, hence fully committed to philanthropy. Currently, he is elected as President Parivar, New Delhi National Confederation of Parents Organization, the largest NGO in the world.
52 seconds, and longest was 14 hours in Indore. Shorter tenure was Monday, anywhere in the country, and longest was 21 years. East or west, home is the best. Indore I spent 21 years. So I'm back home. Notwithstanding the time frame and other thing, monograph, I have been honored that I could contribute to monographs. After long I wrote motivation force and pulling force, both things. Pulling and pushing force is sitting next to me, on to my left. So now you are coming forward, I'll come to the right. This is another point. Two monographs, second monograph, self-management. Lot of topics have been covered for the trainer. I request all faculty to go through that in the form of a workshop and conduct those workshops. Next year, December, volume 2 for the organization behavior and volume 2 for the self-management will be released. And in next year, somebody mentioned from the speaker, leadership from the front. The next book is coming, leadership from the front. And next book is coming, self-management. So I'm sure you will enjoy that. And now lot many I see from Gujarat. I think Gujarat is dominating. And I have also come from Ahmedabad. So Gujarat is dominating. I don't know why. Not because the people in the central government, they're dominating here in the 10th conference. A 10th word is very lucky to many people. One of the Cree person of the Indian civilization from Punjab, married in South, settled in UK, became Prime Minister, living in 10 Downing Street, and lot many things. And in younger days, all had been number 10, making lot many mischiefs. Coming to closing point, creativity, innovation, not many things we speak. I want to define in one line each. Creativity is an activity with usefulness. We were very creative during childhood, breaking the window panes of the neighborhood, very creative. But people used to get injured. So this is not a creativity, this is a destructivity. Innovation is newness with usefulness. Newness with usefulness. Now next somebody said, Mr. Slim, my father's friend used to be Mr. Slim. So 1947, he left the country, whatever happened, and still he remembered till the last day. He is a witness, or if he is not the witness, his wife is a witness. She must be sitting here, because she wrote everything, but I don't know Urdu. Only she knows and my father knew. So this is how he had a friend. So you reminded me of 1947 when I was not born. I was born after 2 months. So, back to the point, nice meeting. I didn't know you are from Baroda. So we will see you there. Game show, karenge wahan par. Back to the point, wish you all the best. Student, I interacted with 80% of the students. Somebody asked me how many students have interacted. I interacted with 80% of the students. The first question to 50 students was, what is the 10 figure? And they gave a beautiful reply. Very beautiful reply they gave. Some did not understand what I'm asking. I'm not 10 Downing Street I'm talking about. So somebody did not understand, but somebody understood, gave a beautiful reply. Hats off to your student. And surprisingly, conducting a panel introducing, don't introduce so long to me, because I was here for 21 years, don't introduce me, you are too long. It's wonderful. I'm sure the way you are growing, placement should not be a problem. Then he said that everybody wants to be entrepreneur. The beauty of Indore is, choti choti aankhein, bade bade sapne. Thank you very much. Wish you all the best. God bless.
And now it's time to recognize your hard work and creativity that went into making these presentations truly exceptional. Before we announce the best presentation, let us take a moment to acknowledge all the nominees. Each of them has demonstrated exceptional skills, innovation, and dedication in delivering their presentation that left a lasting impression on the audience. Now, the moment we all have been waiting for. The Best Presentation Award for Technical Session 1 goes to Rohit Joshi.
With the permission of conference patron, I, Dr. S.M. Iqbal, in the capacity of conference chair, putting paper of conference declaration in the open house. Now I am reading this conference declaration in the house for the motion in the ayes. Based on the presentations and discussions on various aspects relating to transformative innovations and sustainable business practices in multipolar socio-economic world, the following conclusion has been arrived and may be useful for being effectively worked out without adversely affecting any sector of the economy. Waste generation is a matter of strong concern of India. Sustainable waste management is the only way through which segregation, collection, transportations, reprocessing, recycling, and disposal all type of waste is an environmental friendly, socially satisfactory, and techno-economically viable manner is possible. With this, we are able to save our environment and generate resource to empower the unemployed youth of our country. Cleanest city of India, Indore is the best example for the rest of the country. Indian real estate sector is poised for significant growth. We can expect contribution for real estate sector towards GDP to increase from 6.3% to approximately 13% by 2025. As our Prime Minister of India has given a slogan, Make in India, a social awareness should be increased to accept entrepreneurs and their product in a positive way. Access to knowledge, another big hurdle for the success of budding entrepreneurs. Government agencies are seen to be achieved very little as regard to the spread knowledge, as regard to the basic right of small medium enterprises, technology available, and existing government support for entrepreneurship development. Both central and state governments should ensure the social security measures are provided to the worker, particularly relating to the women's worker at their workplace. Government should ensure that certain percentage of profit is reinvested in India itself, as CSR is already being proposed, and most of the companies are doing the same, but still the social audit is much required. The world in general and India in particular is facing various problems like corruption, poverty are interlinked. Moral education helps in solving these problems at the root where they originate. Curriculum structure and teaching learning system should be properly designed. Quantitative improvements of education learning system should be based on the factor influencing human life as a whole in global perspective. As new education policy, NAP 2020 is already being introduced by the Government of India, and Madhya Pradesh is the second state where NAP has implemented since last 3 years. Now, with the permission of guests on the dais and the conference patron, I am going to declare the conference closed. I extend sincere thanks to Dr. Dharmendra Mehta, Dr. Mohammad Salim Khan, and Dr. V.K. Gautam for sparing their valuable time with all of us. I especially thank the foreign delegates, Dr. Nelly Ferdonova and Umar Suleiman sir, for their long journey from their countries to attend this conference. I also render our very special thanks to all the conference delegates to come and attend this conference. On our part, we have also made sincere efforts to enhance the quality of the conference, but any inconvenience today is regretted and new initiative will be taken to enhance the consistency and charm of 11th International Conference proposed on December 8, 2024. I, on the behalf of entire Vishisht family, extend gratitude as well as my sincere apology to all the attendees if anybody have feel any kind of some kind of mistake or anything else which is not fulfilling their human ideas, I am extremely sorry for that. I am sure you will have a good time here and wish you all a wonderful journey to your home safely. Thank you all once again. Thank you so much.
Yes.